guys, how are you? Good morning, my people. How you doing today? Naked kuduka. I already did my 7 kilometers for today. Naked no. I started running at around 6:32, and I don't know I was done by what time, but just know I was done like 20 minutes ago. But good morning, Muyombia Mark, Webade Kela, Lawrence Omule, Martin Sentongo. You know there are times when we have these live broadcasts in Mara. Muyombia Mark, Lawrence Omule, Chamba de Hannington. Lawrence Omule, Chamba de Hannington, Martin Sentongo, Zas David Klaji, Juma Ali, Funny Lifestyle, Yusuf Minaj, Innocent Mugabe VIP, Samuel S. Zak, Amina Funny Lifestyle, Wamubiri Gwe Hassan, Joshua Eden Farm, Ivan Namanda VIP, Mugenye Simon Peter, Soundtrack for the Love of Cars, how it would sound like in 2046. I have no idea. That's quite something to imagine. Mwanguzi David Nsanji Noah Norman. After 7 kilometers is a lot to be on. It's not. I do that in like 45 minutes. Or it's not a lot. I did 10 kilometers on Wednesday. Shanko Gibbs. Wamubirigwe Hassan, you come on Wednesday to be kilometer kumi. Jangu. Buli challenging mwaga, it gives me motivation. If I get people that can run as much as me, then that would motivate me. And guys, for me, running is like a fight for my life. For some of us, exercise is something we have to do. Yeah, it's something we have to do. And you guys, you have to look in your family history. If these are preventable diseases, and sometimes some of these diseases are preventable with exercise. Like you just need to exercise, and the chances of you catching that disease reduce, or the chances of you escalating the disease, because bwebanga family, for example, you have high blood pressure and family, so chances are high that high blood pressure is going to stay there, right? But if high blood pressure is not there, the chances of it starting with you are also slimmer. Then of course diabetes is another thing. Without exercise, the chances of you getting or escalating diabetes is also high. And I think heart disease, yeah. But overall fitness is also a good thing. The Nawagamba in 2019 naina hypertension, but I don't have it. I don't. Every time they measure me now, they tell me I'm normal. Neruli webampimanga ngakabere yo waguru eyo okitegeera. Your engine will knock blood. I'm always in the mountains of Bugisu and Kapchora, so I'm not a joke. You're in those mountains, but walking. And also, Ate Hassan, one other thing you need to know, Hassan, ondaba wano nzenziru kamuchisawe in one place in a netorolanti. Do you know the amount of torture you get from running in one place like this, Hassan? In one place in a way to roll it out about you. It takes discipline to even do 2 kilometers in one place like this. When I'm running, like, is that what they call cross country? When you're moving from this place, for example, you're going to Boyogiri and coming back, you're looking at different things, you're meeting different people, different cars, looking at it. But when you're running in one place, you're looking at the same things over and over again for 45 minutes. That takes I don't think I have as much discipline. How I know I don't is that I cannot do treadmill for 45 minutes. Like, treadmill is torture for you to be able to be running on the treadmill alone for 45 minutes. I think that's why people watch movies while they run. I can't. 45 minutes but I can do it in the field. That's an amount of discipline that, like, for me, running is discipline. I don't enjoy it, but I think it's a test of my the level of my discipline. Julia, good morning. Sebude Sulaiman Panga Godfrey, good morning. Yesterday I helped one of the guys here buy a new one. Now, not just one of the guys here, one of the big guys that you guys actually respect, and I helped him get a car, and it was an honor. And he sent me my money. Nangamba genda orabe motoka. So that's Noah that I posted. I think I posted it around 5 a.m. I tried to post it at night, but then that's what I'm going to buy, internet Elon Musk. I don't remember. But I'm going to Chintu Mark, good morning. I'm going to buy it because MTN and Airtel are a total disappointment. I could not post because the pictures would not upload. So I posted in the morning. Somehow I think internet was less busy. Starlink, yes, Starlink. Enda gula Starlink. Ya milioni muchitu na ingenda kueva mu. Njigule. Njikole neka mount wano kumoroka. Na nkola broadcasting na internet teva munge chifana nchecho. Paul Sema VIP, good morning. Joshua Eden Farm, good morning. So we bought that Noah. Let me just look at I want to look at the inspection report. Now, it was only one car to look at. The inspection was to new. There's a Moroccan anting that she can mazing and food. Amina Hassan, thank you. Hassan, Simanya Gwe Hassan, you wango, Ori. Not a one Peter Lulio Rasin by you. So, guys, that's the Noah we bought. Yes. For the guys that have not looked at the inspection report, computer diagnosis only reported low voltage. So chances are, normally when a car reports low voltage, battery via with the muliro. And when cars are parked in the place where we got that car, Isowa Ivan, good morning. The place where we got that car, it had been parked for some time, so it's completely natural that the battery runs out. But because the battery, we cannot prove if the battery is okay. Yeah, we cannot prove that the battery is okay or not. I put it in the report for just someone to remember that we did actually talk about the battery. Then, of course, the speed sensor, we ABS. I did a TikTok video about them. Where is Leica sensor here? These. So in the report, it says front speed socket open. So it's possible that the wire is broken. This wire, it's possible that the wire is broken. Yeah, here. It's just possible that the thing is dead. kabeda mukuguru wali eri mu hub. So it reported that. Now, in this particular report, I'm going to start taking these pictures because I can actually post them now. In the past, YouTube only allowed us to post, I think, sorry, network. I also took a picture of under the car. I think it's nice that you see actually how clean this thing is. So that the car was generally clean, but it had clear dirt that comes normally from driving a car without closing the windows for a very long period of time, or simply carrying dirty people. They are just dirty people. Hassan, you're going to contribute? Amina. The Starlink njagula yange ngebeera wano ngebeera kwa mounting afu kuba kutambula na its mobile kamini baka kaitaka Starlink mini ntambule nako nga nkakutte nti ngenda mu office nga ngenda nako ngende wakange. Already the Starlink is cheaper, so I'll buy 2 Starlinks eventually, I think. So this car wasn't really bad. It wasn't really bad. The suspension was okay. Yabadde ina akantu akakona wansi side ya passenger, but it's, you know, I've told you about the stabilizer bar. My guy, this Hassan here, I've inspected 2 cars for him so far. Why didn't he tell me to come and young bida with Simu? So that Hassan boyo, I've inspected 2 cars for him. Ne Hassan Hassan, you would recharge Starlink router. Yes, no problem. I'll get like an external power bank. Take a car away. Cancel Patrick. Cancel Patrick Asiku. Someone was asking for you yesterday. Nemugangenda kueleza message. I don't know how I forgot. How are you? So kubuze kubantu. Someone said barudo kuuliza. Ricky Chikawa VIP, how are you? How would you? Badobuza, how would I recharge? They have methods. When you buy it, they show you how to recharge. It's like 90,000 a month for unlimited, for over 50 Mbps, genuine 50 Mbps. Wano MTN Airtel bakuwa 20 Mbps na yengo linga aliku 2 Mbps. So this car, now as you see in the footnote says, I did the inspection report to enable the customer make a purchase decision. Now, when we drove this car, of course, the stabilizer bar, the Z links come to the stabilizer bar and then they go to the shock absorber. So they help your car stay intact. We have stabilizer bar in the front, a stabilizer bar in the back. Now, the stabilizer bar in the front in particular will make a lot of noises if the bushes, there are only 2 bushes, each will cost you about 20,000. Now, if those bushes get worn out or they get squished, then the bar itself will start knocking on the other metals. But it's very cheap. It's cheap to buy. It's a replacement that you have to do it together with other things, which take it. So, but when we did that inspection, the things that we saw in that car were, of course, number 1, shock absorbers. One was faulty, but it's always better to buy a pair. Now, yes, I did actually calculate the stabilizer bar bushes. 60,000. I did 60,000, so that again now wakana, but it's 20,000 each. Suspension bushes in the rear, the 20,000, those are the main bushes in the suspension plate. Each, the good ones, each is like 100k. And remember, the reason why you want to put very good quality suspension bushes in the rear suspension plate is because it's very hard to repair those, to replace those things. Like Bajayo, they take the entire suspension plate down and then your mechanic has to sit on a border with them. So whenever you can, Julie is coming on the Chimeza today, definitely. Whenever you can, if they are faulty, replace them and put very good quality ones. Sometimes I end up putting 150,000 each side. And then the wheel hub. Now I counted 2 wheel hubs because it's with the wheel hub, it's very hard for you to know which one is actually faulty. Okujanga, it's very pronounced. It felt like both the hubs were faulty, but there are chances that it's going to be one that is faulty. I was feeding it on my side, the driver was feeding it on his side, so it's possible that it's on one side, but it's also possible that it's on both sides. So that's why I did the 500,000. Now the hubs will cost you between 200 and 300,000 each, but if you're buying a pair, I'm suspecting it should not go beyond 250,000 each. And of course, we also did 4 tires, each tire costing about 270,000 for that newer. And then of course wheel alignment. It will not get to 1.5 like done in the report. It might actually go lower, but yeah, guys, I'm looking at a blind man, Ainaka T. He came on his own. He entered the gate on his own. He has walked. But because he can look at people. Naye ayina akati, he came takonye kintu kyonna kyonna, ali mu kulinnya madaala. It's amazing. Asooka kukonayo kati bw'ati n'alyoka alinnya. That's amazing. Alabika talaba nnyo, kirabika amanyi okuwulira people coming to him because he was talking to people. So anyway, 4 tires. The SC worked very well, but it needs a bit of refill. And then of course front brakes, yabadde brakes zilinga ezirwana. So we did front brakes and disc refacing because nga brakes zibanga ezitomera zitiye, zibanga ezitomera. And then of course rear brakes if needed. So those are the things that this person needed, and the total was 2.8 kati 3 million shillings. But these repairs are not needed immediately. For me, he asked me, what do I need to repair immediately? And I told him, replace the tires. You get, replace the tires. Your tires, it depends what size is on. Some of it have 16, sometimes, but in Mitwal, to be safe, just count 220, 230,000 per tire. But a million years cent ago, what is over Tagwao? Nego by a million years cent. Wins Okujano spending a chinana, muetano, samu muetano, nego take a million okubeda safe. So that Noah was actually good, and this person was doing exchange with the Subaru. Now the Subaru is where my topic for today is coming from. The Subaru that this person is exchanging is where my topic for today is coming. He was exchanging a Subaru Impreza, which was an UBJ number plate. Subaru Impreza UBJ, if in good condition, you should be able to sell it at about 17 million shillings, if in good condition. But because it wasn't good, it's amazing how he moves. I was just telling you, some things amaze me, by the way. So this Impreza, he was doing an exchange. Impreza tops up, money gets the Noah. Now this Impreza that he had, normal circumstance, in good condition, because you should be able to sell it at about 17 million shillings. But looking at how this car was driven, bana abantu bagibaze 12 million, and I'm sure both bagibaze na 12, bagibaze na 10, bagibaze 12 million. So ngagenda kutopinga yakasente. So Rajab VIP, good morning. Muhumuza Raymond, good morning. Chairman Zach, good morning. Chris Fitness, good morning. Lawrence, yes, I'm going to see. Herbert Sab, good morning. Empire FX Board, good morning. So, like, you know how a car moves from 17 million shillings to 12 million shillings valuation just by being driven badly. The other car, driven properly, was okay. And normally when I say take care of your cars, yeah, when I say take care of your car, I don't just mean service it, put brakes. I mean drive it properly. Like, I want you to go back in time when we were growing up. Toyota Supra. I've heard of it. I've not driven it, but I've heard of it. Just go back in time when we were growing up and look at how the kids that were mistreated in their homes looked like. For me, There's a time I was living in Kajans. Guys, double tap the screen, give me some likes. There's a time when I didn't Kajans. My auntie was, because in the Nakura and Mulekwa, because my parents died when I was 2. So I would live at this auntie's home, go to that auntie's home, and then until the auntie that was really liked me died, and then I had to stay with my grandmother entirely. But that auntie was still alive. The last couple of years that she was alive, I was living with her in Kajansi. And the exact year that she died, we lived in this house, and one of our neighbors was a man who was a single father. He had a very sharp boy. The boy was always number 1, number 2, number 1, number 2, in class, number 1, number 2. Now, this boy, every time he was number 2, the dad would beat him like nothing. Mpi, and me go to the point that he always had swollen, I don't know what this part is called, but this is still part of the ears, right? Like banga nyempie. The dad would beat him. So it got to a point where these, I don't know, do they call them lobe areas? They would be swollen all the time, and he had pus in his ears all the time. Now, normally women will say it's the stepmothers that mistreat the kids. This guy did not have a woman. He lived alone with his son, and he would mistreat the boy. So the boy reached a point and he was stinking. But he was stinking because of his ears, and his ears had all these infections because constantly because the dad was a drunk. He was in Kajansi, Livono. For the guys that grew up in Kajansi, you know the back called Livono. So Livono is where the dad, I think, either he worked or went there to drink. You know, one of those guys that was a broker, and he beat his son like nothing. Me, I would always be number 13, number 15, 17 in class, and there was no fuss. You get, but this boy, every time he would be number 2, he would be beaten. He would be number 2, he would be beaten. Number 2, he would be beaten. For me, the fuel takes me the same number of kilometers. Just fill your tank. Because when you fill your tank, you'll still be getting the same number of liters, no matter what. Never kube empeo, a tank will be 50 liters, a cigarette 50 liters. So never kube empeo ya liter kumi. A liter ze kumi ezo toja ziulia because irege na kube jude. Ochitegeera. So, the point I'm trying to make with this boy, I don't even remember who his name was, what his name was. But if I saw his dad, I think if he's not too old, I would know that this was his dad. You get. The point I'm trying to make is that boy was bright. Number 1. You know, for a boy to be number 1 in class, he has no mom. Yeah, he lives. The dad probably didn't give him supper some days. You get, and the guy was number 1 for most of the terms. So your car is a good thing. But if you drive it like you don't care about it, if you drive it like you don't care how it looks, that car is going to lose value fast. The other Impreza, I saw it. And one of the reasons that Impreza was valued at 12 million was because of how it looked. And it did not look the way it looked because it was old. That Impreza looked the way it looked because they drove it badly. One of the ways you drive a car badly is hitting potholes all the time, scratching border borders when you want, knocking other cars. Every time you drive that car badly, you get trouble. The car will start looking bad. And every time, I think the other thing that spoils cars is having a car that is driven by more than one person. Then it starts getting spoiled. And then also I find that the other thing is, if a car is driven, it was a 2006 model, 2006, 2007 model. Now, I know the value of that car is 17. Even the owner knew the value of that car in good condition was 17. But the reason he decided to just do exchange was because he calculated the amount of money he needed to put in that car to bring it back to life. And this included just spraying the car, kujigorola, working on the suspension. it would take him like 3 million shillings. But even at 3 million shillings, you know, a car that is simply repaired cannot get to the level of a car that has been maintained in good condition. Kati agenda okubibala abalamu ng'agamba ne bwe naagiteekamu miliyoni 3 era tegenda kuva mu miliyoni 15. He said bano babaze 12, let them take it. You get, let them take it. And yeah. So that's how it ended up at 12 million shillings. And then he has to top up some money to get the new one. Over 300 Toyota Hiace vans vanished in Japan. Police said they were stolen, dismantled, and shipped over. But how do 300 vehicles disappear? Big vehicles like that. That's suspicious. But you know, I don't think they were dismantled. I actually don't like, but you know, but guys here they bring them like they're bringing spare parts. But over guy abaleta ebintu, but etanga abaleta spare parts. Nebajisalamu wano, nafuna this half, nafuna the other half. Okitegeera ingini n'agireta yokka. It's possible. People who can't care for cars should not own cars. But maybe we push for a government policy over there can't be a law. But you see, one thing I've realized about cars that are not taken very good care of, these are cars driven by people that don't buy them. This gentleman bought the car and he left it for the family to drive. Even the one that we inspected yesterday, the Noah, he has bought it still for the family to continue driving. He's not here. He's just buying the car, making sure his family has a good experience. So every time a car is driven by people that did not buy it, those people don't know how to take care of. They don't know how to take care of the car. So you also need to be quite careful. So I just made a few notes here of what we need to do. Of course, we need to understand that a car naturally loses value, right? You buy a car from the bond at 30 million, you cannot sell it 30 million. A couple of days ago, someone was selling his car, Toyota Isis. I don't know if he sold it. I inspected it. We bought it over 32 million shillings. And he said, I want 25, but he wants the money urgently. And I told him, I don't have someone that has 25 that is looking for a Toyota Isis right now. So you normally when you're selling a car, you want to sell to final buyers, you have to actually wait. But if you want money quick, I think everyone is buying it at 20 million shillings because the people that always have ready cash to buy a car, even when it's not in demand, are normally traders. And he doesn't want 20, he wants 25. So the moment you get the car out of the bond, it loses value. Empire FX bought. You see, my auntie died when I was joining P6. So I last saw that boy third term of P5. And P5, I was 10 years old. Because I finished P7 when I was 12. P6, I was 11. So I was 10 years old. So we don't normally have power over what we see after that. We don't have the power to follow up on those kids. If your parents don't empower you, and the only parent that could have empowered me died when I was 10, when I was 11. So I did not know if the boy was ever treated. I don't know if he's still alive. I don't know if the father is still alive because we were renting. Why this smoke out of the exhaust pipe after service? Which smoke? White? Colorless? Which color? I rarely see car owners who use their hard-earned cash drive cars recklessly, hitting humps, potholes. Humans generally don't value free things. Yes, I hope the person that takes the starlet really values it. I hope they do. On June 10th, 2026, authorities arrested a Ugandan yard operator and a Nigerian accomplice in connection with the case. Samuel. So anyway, I thought there are certain things we need to take care of our cars to make sure they look good. Number one of the things that make your car look nice, have value, tires. Mulaba lwaki ngula nnyo emipiira nze emipiira giba giggwako gitinga nteekako You why do I do that? A car that has good tires, there is a way it looks nice. There is a way it almost always feels like it's more valuable than it is. Tires. Arthur, the Wish doesn't have rare AC vents like the Ipsam. It depends on the trim. There are some trims that have, even the Nuas, there are some Nuas that don't have proper AC vents behind there. Yeah, so it depends on what trim you're getting. Even the Ipsam, there are trims that did have AC vents. It's just that those trims like are extinct, almost extinct. So, but you cannot have new tires if your suspension is trash. Automatically. If you want to have new tires on your car, you're going to work on your suspension. If you're going to work on your suspension, you're going to definitely do wheel alignment. You get? So some of these things, the value of your car will increase by virtue of you wanting to have certain things on your car. After can I catch you and take 10 million into deposit on a 20 car? Yes. And they will not give you 6 months, and you'll not be buying it 20 million anymore. If a car is 20 million, they take 10 million, they'll probably sell it to you at 27 million. Like I say, normally I recommend you have about 70-80% of the value of the car if you're taking credit. If a car is 20 million, I suspect they'll only be taking 15, so that they demand you like 5. That's the amount you can pay in 5 months. They imagine. You get? So put new tires, but before putting new tires, work on the suspension and do wheel alignment. Kati awanso boma zewo. Kachizibu kusanga muntu nga ine moroka ngemipira mipya ngate suspension imbi. Kizibu kusanga muntu nga ine motoka ngemipira mpya nga wheel alignment imbi. Just that. Okitegeera. And then obviously some of these things do them for yourself. Like me, I do 120 kilometers a day. There is no way I'm going to have bad tires. There is no way I'm going to have bad tires on my car because I'm going to do a highway. We go. So I'll be putting good tires on my car. And I think that's the one thing that people that have bought cars that were mine enjoyed. Nti anyumirwa nye moroka agitwala nga mpya nga talina kyagenda kukola. The other thing that you guys have to do is service your engine's transmission on time. The value of your car is going to drop the moment your car has a funny sound. Because sounds are not just funny. They point to you not servicing your car on time. As long as the car chassis is not tampered by a serious accident, everything on the vehicle can be replaced. But accident compromise the structural integrity of the car, definitely. So service your engine on time and transmission where applicable. Why? Because if you don't service your engine on time, the oil will clog the obutuliwa engine, and then the oil will not be going to the right places at the right time, and then before you know it, the car will start knocking. That's why. And I think because we are so used to having cars in very bad condition on sale at very good prices, very low prices. Like when we bought the Alphard, someone asked Arthur, is this not a money pit? It's not a money pit. That Alphard was in good condition. Very good condition. Now some people are lucky. Mukisa. Either there is someone that I'm going to inspect for. He has 14 million shillings. I wish he had found that Alphard. Yeah. Alphard yabadde nungi. Omanyi omuntu agule moroka milioni 10 nanyanga emipira mipya esseekola munda nungi ebweru nungi teriiko bipapula nga kyagenda okugula ebbaatu nakola service. Do you know what that means? At 14 abantu balina emikisa. Ate nga weewunye the brokers were taking him away from that car because tekwabaddeko njawulo nga bamutwala muguza mmotoka mbi ate nga bagimuguza bbeeyi. You get? Arthur, weeks ago you inspected a Sienta for a guy who wanted to use it for ride share, which was bought 31 million, and you said you wouldn't at that price. What other cars can you recommend for that same price? The only trouble right now is at 31 there is no other car in the bond. Okujja ngogenze mbasuubuzi n'ogulayo ekirumiyoni ekibibibi okitegeera, because it will be Japanese used, but it will be bad kibibibi. It will have things, you'll find a dent here okitegeera mu bbaati, bondi tujja kusanga olina okugigolola okitegeera, ojja kusanga olina okukanika mu wiring emyezi ng'ebiri. And this is something I tell people. Emmotoka zetugula mu basuubuzi zonna nga prices unbelievably longer ya bond, ez'emmotoka zonna in at least 2 months emmotoka eyo ekulyayo emitwalo nga 5 nga gakukanika nga si gakuteekako malidaadi nga gakukanika. So 31 million shillings emmotoka zonna ez'emiliyoni 3 essaawa eno zetizimaking us. I would borrow a car. Ivan, I would borrow a car. If I had 31 million shillings, I would borrow. Knowing what I know, I would actually borrow a Prius. Nzenga Arthur. Or if I found a Prius that was in good condition, ngabagitunda sente ezo, I would buy it. Ngetambuddeko, I would definitely buy it. I would not buy the Toyota Aqua. I find the Aqua is too small, but the Aqua looks nice, but it's too small for me. Like my boat is normally always full of stuff. Like I have an entire toolbox in my boat. So the Aqua would not work for me. But for people that don't load things, I would buy the Aqua. Right now with the expense in fuel, the Aqua would definitely do it. There is a Sienta hybrid. What we are jugula million asatu mu 5. But mu bondi bagira 8 mu 5. But the problem with the Sienta hybrid is you'll get tired of that car and no one will be willing to buy it. And I'll definitely buy a hybrid. What happened to the Alphard owner because it was so cheap? Nothing. I tell you, you guys will be surprised. We bought that car from a trader, not a person, not just a normal, from a trader. Ate okaka sante moroke buli kimu kyabadde straight. Transfer is already done. Actually, the transfer of ownership was done that very day. It was too straight. Everything was good. I think people are just I think the one thing that made that Alphard very cheap was the color. It was black. Ideally, people would not buy a black Alphard. They'll just go. So I'm thinking no one was willing to buy a black Alphard. Cheche nabagamba nti yo musubuza yinzo agisula million 10. Yes, asobola agisula million 10. Nga yalidde million nyamagoba. Nga agisula million 10. But because it was black, no one else was willing to buy it. Nga amanye jammu kwata ate teyaluddeko katale. Arthur, would you recommend for the 2010 Mark X for a first time car owner like me? Yes. Mark X is a good car. Very good. You see that Alphard, had it been silver or white, it would be 20 million. Alphard 20 had it been silver or white. So guys, the other thing that I think we need to work on is when your car gets leakages, work on them immediately. Alphard namafuta gajire mesa abantu fika na forest munanga atono yabadde ayagala Alphard nga yija ayagala talina moroka ndala ja ayagala. But you see me okugula emmotoka embi nga tenywa ngula emmotoka ennungi ng'enywa. Guys, I have a question though. Lwaki abasajja batalina mmotoka bapapa okkuba embaga? I slept thinking about it. I intended to say it at the beginning of the broadcast. Why is it that men that don't have money hurry to do weddings? Like you guys have seen this thing with this chick, Stella Nantumbwe, and the dude she got married to. And that the dude did not have a car. He was driving her car. And then the dude, when they separated, the dude came out through someone else, a big profile person. The lady came and said that Nantumbwe took the guy's property. Now, in retaliation, Nantumbwe posted a video of the guy's house. The guy doesn't have a car. His house is as normal as ours. Okay, that one is more normal. You get? So I'm asking myself, and they said their wedding was about 500 million. How do you invest 500 million in a wedding without a car, without a house? Because that has an apartment. How do you invest 500 million in a wedding when you don't have a car, you don't have a house? Enyumba yosenge ebadde ordinary nga teri mu bintu bya beeyi nga yiye twaligambye naye apangisa talina motoka talina bintu bya beeyi mu nyumba. But possibly that's why they have no cars, poor financial decisions. Ladies influence them to do those ceremonies. Arthur, how many have you seen married without cars? Many. I've seen many people. Papa. Over they are trying to mask something. Over because they don't have cars, they don't get a lot of women. ne kakwasa bwata kanka wasema nga tebanakabba ba Arthur pressure from ladies. Guys never get pressurized by a woman. And then when they find a good looking woman, they want to tie her down with a ring. How much can a locally used Prius and yes, a local used Prius can do right share. It depends, but on the market, I've seen most of the Prius, the hybrids, most of them are 30 million. Most of them are 30, 31, 30, 31, 30, 31 locally used ones. Na tezirabika. Poor financial decisions. Guys, why would a woman pressure you to marry her okolene imbaga? Like that dress that woman put on was like 10 million. 10 million can get the guy a car. And when they separated, the lady came out to say, Abadavuga Sasi Yang. Alphard is a very good same picture. Just buy it. We ladies, we put pressure to men. On their wedding, my friend selected Arthur Yakola, and it was fancy wedding. Kastava Amsasula. How do you do fancy wedding gato ina motoka? Like how? I find that we as men, we need to work on ourselves before. Because the thing that I think men forget, and you guys have seen these videos, people are saying that a married woman is easier to eat than a single woman. Nti abakazi abafumbo batukanga tebavaluinga maka gaabwe ne babalya mangu. Omuyaya amukola akantu katono nnyo gwe koota tetumukola because oli mumukolerera amuwa akamuli amuwa ka sweet n'amuwana dimpo gwe nga togiwanye ekyo ne kimuliisa. Kati opapa chokola embaga mbo guys smart wire si smart wire naawe si smart wire. But even if the ceremony is done, ladies can always run. Exactly. Abakazi babakwana buli lunaku. Ladies, all they care about is ceremonies. Arthur used Mark X 2010 starts at how much? 27, but at 27 million shillings. You might find now to be financed. I don't think. Just abakazi to wabuwi swagger. She did not finance that wedding. Ladies never care about financial stability. They believe it's a man's responsibility. So they don't care about sigadori mwavu gwe kastomu kube embaga. Camera is the problem. How? Like that wedding looked fancy. You get? Like, I have a friend of mine. Mwavu. Yakoze graduation. Yamanyi. Nengamba. Me, I did not do a graduation like celebrating what. Nina chari wange yagamba ngenda kola graduation. He got a pass degree and said nze nanona degree sano na ku first class. He did the graduation ewawe na yugumye ekyalo. Nengamba. Atengo obuzibu abantu bana ebiseera ebisinga bakola emikolo gino nga ffe bamenya na ku blackmail nga tonyambye tontaasiza muzeeyi mpapa ku buyambi nalyoka kuweereza budget na kubeera bubi. Showbiz could be the reason. A wedding can't cost more than 5 million of my money. Let's take a cent that much in a wedding. Now to be unveiled a mansion. No. Chris Fitness Munange, that was influencing. That's apparently. That's what I had. Baba deba nyumba smiles are NSSF. Arthur nakugamba, unlike ladies, cars are loyal. Singa, instead of investing all that money in a wedding, Yagura motoka, up now he would be with his car. Definitely. But abasajja batalina motoka bapapa. Go back for you guys that go to churches every day. Look at church. The men abapapa abagenda mu mass weddings ezo abasinga okutuuza meeting ezembaga tebalina motoka. Yenga yetanneekolako kwetereza naye ayagala kuwasa mukazi. W'abaana. I also stopped contributing to weddings in 2018. Sagala bantu. Nalyoka batandika okulaba nga gwe alina empisa embi olwokuba tebawadde ssente za mbaga gy'obeera wabakako okugwa bagamba beewase. Anyway, spending a lot of money on weddings is a pedestrian way of looking at things. There is life after the wedding. Naye ennyumba yabadde layisimu kale temwabaddemu na mataala. Okay, they just wanted to kulabisa. How much is the decent wedding? I don't know. There is me. Me and weddings, we are like this. Ate okwanjula yembaga bw'oyanjula omukazi embaga ibe ewedde. Traditionally eyo yembaga biri ebirala byonna byonna bakazi kuteekawo pressure kwagala kusamba gawuni. I think ensonga lwaki abakazi bamaliza ebiseera ebisinga nga beetereddemu ssente. It's why we make money. We who deal with events business. Olaba starch aba atandikiddewo okubala. So anyway guys, let's take about care of our cars. So me, I look at maintenance of our cars as something that we will do to first of all keep us safe. Kuchara is the new wedding. Amino kolo okwanjula Chris. Okwanjula kukole. Ogende oweyo omutwalo gwa taata ekyo kigwe. Me, I know someone, his wife cheated. Baite bana bakola mikolo egyo kwanjula biki. Omukazi bw'ayenda guy nakola okwanjula. Naye okwanjula kuli kwe yakola kwali kwa kuswaza mukazi. The guy has money but he did a kwanjula that is shaming. Nga akikoze just nti na kwanjula chaggwa. Naguyisa nengo omukolo guswaza. Nga naye omusajja gumuswaza naye ye muri mutima nkimanyi yali akikoze. Akola omukolo omukazi aleme gamba tewanyanjula nga naye baabwe tebajja gamba tewamwanjula naye nga omukolo agukoze gwa kumuttira linnya nti. I did a wedding of 30 people, hosted them at a hotel in Chigwa. No contribution from anyone. Why disturb? Exactly. Why do a wedding where you're going to invite people? Kutandika kuwera bisa. Kati Arthur, embaga ya mama bantu jiveko. Mama bantu gena mukolera okwanjula. Tujja mukolera okwanjula. Ne ebyembaga ebyo okwanjula yembaga. Actually nze mama abani namugamba n'omugamba. Ne mugamba kukwanjula awo. Nsobola okufuna yo looya wano oba mulamuzi oba ani kwanjula awo konoona awo wennyini wetumala wali buli kimu kiwedde ateekemu gawuni ye ajje omulamuzi ajja atugattawo naye tannakibayinga eventually omanyi bw'osigala ekintu okyogerako abantu batuuka ne bapiikinga ne bamanya nti okay Arthur wano mu Buganda basooka kukyala nakyala okukyala kwaggwadda dadda nga mama bantana bana kujja wange n'enkyala n'alyoka ajja kati awo because nze saagala kusabiriza ssente okwanjula okwange ngenda ku finance nga nze oba ndeese ennyaanya 12 n'obutungulu 3 n'ebbiriŋŋanya 5 ne kilo za sukaali 7 ebyo byendeese bwe ntuuka wali ne batasiima nga mbagamba kambizzeeyo nfune refund. Ladies prepare for a wedding and forget to prepare for the marriage. Me, I think abantu bapapa twavudde dda ku mulamu katuli ku mbaga tuli ku guys tulabirire motoka zaffe naye era munange kati era abantu abatalina kati abantu babali wano era anyway guys me I think abasajja bapapa omusajja akwana omukazi mwaka gumwe 2 namukuba embaga ulwana ki omwaka gumwe 2 omukazi aba acha pretendinga Arthur omulamuzi agatta abafumbo yes sebo ate si mulamuzi ne chairman wero sibwa no asobola bagatta banga afunye powers over Tony Kanso Patrick soko nyo tulabule naye nga nze simanyi yenna ndasobola okubagatta wajoba father yazze awo Kai is passion, Kai is mind, Kai is in mind, kindness is necessary. Abali wano balabuseeko at least tujja kugula 10. Tali musajja kuwasanga toyina mmoroka. Arthur, do the kwanjula and wedding together nze nkuwagira. Ate Ivan kasito yogera. Awo bwe kiba kyetaagisa akadaala k'embaga tukakole ebbali. Network ekomyewo. Anyway guys, one thing is you guys that have cars as of today, I want you to start looking at your car as an asset. Start looking at your car as an asset. Look at it as something that has your money in it. Tunulire mmoroka eyo ng'okimanyi nti oyagala sente zo ziveemu. Sente zo tezisobola kuvaamu singa emmoroka eyo togirabirira bulungi. That means totomera ba boda tokulubula mmoroka ndala tokuba binya akantu bwe kafa katono kakanikirewo, because every small repair that you skip turns into a bigger repair later. Every small repair you skip turns into a bigger repair later. And some of these things you guys need to learn to buy things on AliExpress, Alibaba, and ship them. Like, for example, I have the vents. My car has broken AC vents. The Prius I'm in has very delicate AC vents, so they broke. And I've been trying to get AC vents into the country until I failed, and I went to AliExpress and I just ordered them directly to Jewang. They are cheap. They are like 40,000. But shipping agent, I want shipping agent. I never into Biange. Tabi delivering. Baba de ngamba mitwalo 10 meka, so I bought 2 pairs of them, 2 sets. So I'm just going to come and replace them here. Moroke demo ebari. Android nagisamudda. You guys knew I eventually put the Android. As a girl dad, siwa muwala wange muvubuka atalina mmotoka na wasula. Anti wasula asobola okubanga wasula apangisa. Me I think abasajja abatalina buvunanyizibwa ennaku zino bangi, ate abasajja abatalina buvunanyizibwa bangu okuwasa. Abasajja abatalina buvunanyizibwa bapapye embaga. Bw'afuna omukazi anaasasula renti yamuwasa ng'apapa nga bakola embaga ng'avaayo kati ng'omukazi atandika okufaafaagana ne bills. I was an altar server in a Catholic church in my childhood. We did wedding with 12 people in church, inclusive of priest and us. That's nice. Some say when you're not married in church, your marital blessing does not. Where ya? You people, we know married people that are poorer. I used to have an uncle that used to say that. I went to a prophet, and the prophet told me that that when I marry my wife, blessings are going to come and I'm going to become wealthy. I don't know if he eventually married, because the uncle chased himself out of the family. Then he blocked all of us. So I don't know if he eventually married the woman in church, and I don't know if the blessings finally came. But that's what he used to say. That's what he used to say. But me, okay, even if blessings were to come, if you're stupid, blessings will not make you, will not give you wealth. If you're stupid, like we were talking about it with some guys some time ago, and we were saying, I was telling them, me, I'm not too religious, and they were saying, Nsaba omanye ebintu ya Katonda bino, ense kulwana naawe olwana ne kati ne bwoba musiru n'osiiba n'ogenda mu night prayer ng'oli musiru, ogenda sigala oli munaku. Okitegeera? For me, that's the thing. Me, I believe that God is all powerful, that he put you in place. He knows exactly what you need to do, but he can't push you to do it. Like, God knows that Arthur, like you see JK, God knew that. You get, God knew that JK, when JK moves to Denmark with his qualification, gets a few extra, he'll end up as a supervisor. He knew that. But if JK had stayed in Uganda, continued to pray, he would not get to the level where he is now. You get, God knew. God knows when you get a woman that is a Trump, yeah? You get a woman that is a Trump, God knows it will not end well, but he cannot push you to dump her. You can pray all you want. Isaac, I pray. Me, I pray. Isaac, all you tell. Here in Dubai, man and lady go to government court, issues you marriage certificate after oath, and it's done. Only consent of it. For me, that's the thing I want. Sagara been to be a corner, not saint. Yeah? And you know, someone said that you are rich if you cannot get a medical condition that can challenge you and take all your money. So I think people need to keep as much money as they can. My fellow youth here, please avoid born again ladies. Why, Julius? Come and tell us. Tell us why. Arthur, I authoritatively tell you, it's ladies that engage more in all preparations. It's them that do bookings. So we look at your wedding concept, and it's the one that makes it costly. Arthur, which phone holder would you advise? Just buy a phone holder and see which one works for you. Me, I don't put on the dashboard. I put on the windscreen. Like in my car right now, I have 2 phone holders, 2. Like this one, I dumped it because this one is in a better position. Yeah. Just buy any phone holder. So anyway, nanga bichali yao. every man that is here, before you marry a woman, buy yourself a car. Your car. There is nothing that boosts a man's esteem than the things that he can do for himself. You get? Soak away sorting. You love yourself, and then probably another person will like you. And I think the thing that men have failed to understand is that a woman will accept you if she thinks you are better than other men. Era is the same thing that every time you find your woman, for example, your woman cheats on you, she has already showed you that the other man is better than you. That's why you tell her, go be with that man. Go. Because every time a woman decides to be with a man, she believes that man is better than all the other men she has seen. The only reason you should be staying with a woman is if you have proved that she thinks you are the best man for the job or for her. And abasajja bano abapapokola embaga, and I'm sure that guy in Nantu baba izoto ba dating adde emyaka ebiri. Kagayi ne kapapala. I think the staunch born again people have mental illness. Staunch, when you find the person that is staunch born again, in a mental illness. Sekatawa yali staunch Adventist. Nga ku Saturday n'ogeza omugamba abeko kyakola ayinza n'okkaaba. Yinga yali staunch. Alekera okukola ku Saturday ku saa 12 naddamu okukola ku saa alekera okukola Friday 12 Saturday 12 lwaddamu okubaako kyakola. Eri ebbanga lyonna abeera mu kutendereza Mukama. Naye omukadde w'ekkanisa kye yamukola kyonna. Simanyi basekataawo oli ku live. Omukadde w'ekkanisa kye yakola kyonna kukyaya okusinza. Obuwala obulokole lumbe. Tell us more. Tell us, guys who have dated the born again chicks, come and tell us what the dangers are. Oli sober Ivan, categorically staunch. Staunch born agains are not sober. Staunch born agains, they see the devil in everything that does not agree with them. Don't you guys remember when I was talking about what here on the live, and then there was a dude namukebera ne moroka nangamba Arthur, smart, do not blaspheme. Ngamba yate blaspheme kati wana eviriddewa. Yusuf Lugonda pichita mara bintu. Motorcycle doesn't. Kati if I had a motorcycle, would I be able to do these live broadcasts here? Yeah, do you think the esteem I sit with in my car is the esteem I would sit with on a motorcycle? Ate baba tuganye. Sorry, Bridget. Baba tuganye abaro. Most of people who had to make wedding end up separating after the wedding. Omusajja inaina papokola embaga batali focused. Tosobola kupapa. Actually, me, I think people should look forward to your wedding. Not because you have said it. People should. I think abasajja bonna apapakola embaga tebalina buvunaanyizibwa. Tebalina kubanze besinga bendabye. Nayenze kambasiibule. 1 hour yawezedda. Kambasiibule. Obwalo bulokole mbwe ebyo Mukama tabyagala, yes, she's ovulating. Start. Your statement has not made sense. I dated the born again once. Naye nedda. I'm a born again too. Nedda chichi. The problem, some people don't read the Bible for themselves and be influenced by only what their pastors say. Atenze mulindo was the staunch born again girls abo. Olumba pastor bagira Isaac, it cannot be 3 men are saying born again girls that have a problem. All the 3 people have said they have dated born again girls. Have you dated a born again, a staunch born again girl? Nenga starch echa ovulation sikitegedde soko jo clarifying. Sikitegedde bulungi. Nenze munzikirize mbasibule banange tunyumiza. Ate nga olwokutano nabagamba broadcast y'olwokutano yakwaya dakiika 3 kuba tulina ekimezo olw'eggulu. Nena mwene mundeka n'ennyumya. Hey guys, I'm looking for email addresses for people to test our app. People that have Android, we were going to test our app. Love Cars UG app, you WhatsApp me on 076 0752 991051. Just send me your email address, okay? Send me your email address. I'm going to send you an invite, okay? With a link for the app. This app cannot be downloaded by anyone. You have to get access from me. So send me your email address if you're willing to test the app for me. You'll download it from the Play Store definitely. Send me your correct email address. Some of you guys gave me email addresses. Nainga tizidi nga sintufa zile kamuru wako kwa email zamwe. So text me your email address now. I send you a link so that you help us test the app. And when you get the app, keep it in your phone for 10 days, but also create an account and be able to sign in. And if you have something on sale, you can sell it definitely. But please send me your email address on 0752 991 051. Send me your email address now. Boba oyagala okutuyamba. I need as many emails as possible. Fezi yaso say awedde kati njagala nammwe mumpe. Yeah, kati it's only the YouTube people that are testing. Bangambye ku TikTok wali negativity togenda nayo. So anyway guys, I'm looking forward to you guys giving me your emails. Just send this email yo and ebiralo bindekere. Ojja kuba oli yango ofuna email ngekuwa link jo downloading amuka app. You download the app, create an account and then browse and all. Muyombia Mark, Lawrence Omule, Martin Sentongo, Zas, David Klaje, Juma Ali, Funny Lifestyle, Yusuf Minaj, Innocent Mugabe VIP, Samuel Ezak, Funny Lifestyle, Hassan Wamubirigwe, Joshua Eden Farm, Ivan Namanda VIP, Mugenyi Simon Peter, Nsanji, Mwanguzi David, Nwaha Norman, Shanko Gibbs, Sebude Sulaiman, Nampija Julien, Panga Godfrey, Chintu Mark, Martin Sentongo, Paul Sema VIP, Isoba Ivan, Jones Info, Chiobio Alex, Ricky Chikawa VIP. Waliwo osanga siyentangi era bikapulu mungi katera bikanga siyenta za bulijjo. What's the difference? Ate ndaba bufaanagana ni kali kalabika beta kulogwa ku siyentangi era bikapulungi. Empire FX Board Council Patrick Asitu Siku Habat Sab Lawrence Omuli Nakumaze Chris Fitness Rubwa Chairman Zach Muhumuza Raymond Sozi Rajab VIP Martin Sentongo. Hasa nagame bwa abasajja abaziba abamu abo baba balaba. Lucky Moze, Julia Sengoba, Francis Kalema, Yusuf Lugonda, Isaac Walusimbi, Richard K, Nancy Teddy, Julius Baita, Fortunate Israel Baka, Arthur Subaru XV 2014, Impreza 2014, Forester 2011. Which one would you recommend? I would go with the Forester 2011 and I would make sure that it has the EJ20 engine, not the FB. They are those ones that cross over. I'll take the Subaru Forester 2011 any day. Arthur Toyota Celica ne Toyota Supra eriwe tagenda kutawanya. Celica yeri common, Supra very common. Alex Sempija, Joe Kabali, JK, what subizo mukolo this year. Ebyo mubindekere zinaga ebyo nambikwase kisenyi. Ebyo emikolo binambikwase kisenyi. Mbale ekimeza gye kiri kusawa emu yennyini Yoreglo Solomon Owal, Dumba Collins. The shipping agent I use right now, he has a lot of things he has not delivered, so I can't recommend him. Brigitte Kakai, Kazoba Lawrence. Omwala like a mental issue. Yeri asinga Yesu okumanya Katonda. People that pretend to know God more than God himself. Obakatamba is the pastor they are talking about. Rahim Kaiwa, Chairman Zach, Abali Mukamori, guys, I don't take it for granted. I haven't got the email yet. And Isaac, your email was one of the emails that was wrong. Send me another email. Email Yaganye. I've had like failures for the past couple of days. Google is sending me emails that your email is wrong. So mpeleza email into of Isaac. Let me ask Arthur, did you have a script or plan before starting this channel, or you just started running and things fell in place? I did not actually have a script. Even the live broadcasts, I started because I could do the live broadcasts, yeah? So I did not have a script. I think I'm a kind of person that like I let things fall into place. Athene wafe waliwo muzibe na ya akwana. Kweli muzibe. Yes, nabazibe na ina feeling sibu. Should we get new number plates? No, don't. The number for you to send your email address is 0752 991 051. That's my number. You know, Jajida, it called the blue tick. Send me your email address, guys, so that you help us test the app. I want the app to go live soon, yeah. But we need people to test it and give us feedback. Then we are going to make a few changes as well, so that by the time the app goes live, it's too Ugandan. So send me your email address for the guys that have Android. But the guys that have Android, send me your email address. I put you on the list right now. There's going to the second phase that's going to test your app. 0752 991 051 072 chenda mwenda 10 yeah. Guys, Abali Mukamori, I don't take it for granted. I would like to remind you, I do pre-purchase inspection in case you're going to buy a car. I am your man. I come with a mechanic, and together we make sure that you get a good car for your budget. I also sell car trackers and alarms. Yes. Keep your car safe. Someone called me yesterday ngamba omwana wa Uber yabye motoka ine mga kati omwana wa Uber gobo kwata nangana isikebera ku app nayo mwana rya okasta yafune motoka tracker na ajijjako mbo abadde asasula bulungi. Anyway, guys, I wish you a very lovely Friday. I'll see you in the evening at 7 p.m. Ciao.